Oops.
Math 2, Unit 12, Lesson 3, angles formed by tangents and chords. First thing we're going to do is talk about what tangent lines and chords are. So quickly draw a circle. And a tangent line is a line that touches your curve or circle in this case at only one point. Okay? It does not go through the circle and touch it twice. It only touches at one point. That there is a tangent line. How many times does a tangent line touch a curve? Once. Okay. A chord is a line that goes through the circle, and I'm going to use that same dot the tangent line touched and connect to another end of my circle. That is a chord. All right, so a chord touches the circle how many times?
Twice.
Twice. Tangent once, chord twice. Okay. Do we all agree that these two angles are linear pairs because this is a straight line?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to tell you that this angle on this side is 60 degrees. And the angle on the other side, and you know, I'm going to change that 60 because I did not like it in my last class. Sorry. Okay.
Change it to
I'm going to change it to
54. 108.
2.
That should be realistic. I mean 37.
We'll do 40.
Ooh.
BB.
Wait, what?
40 degrees. All right. And then on this other angle over here, if they're linear pairs, what would the measure of this angle be? Okay. Does everybody see how he got 140? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Because 140 plus 40 is 80. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to give you the chord measures. The measure of this chord here from that, and I said it wrong, arc. From that chord endpoint to that chord endpoint, the measure of this arc is 80 degrees. Write that down on your paper. And then from going the other way, the major arc on this side, from one chord point endpoint to the other, this is 280 degrees. You know, it'll come back. Okay. What did you guys tell me that these two added up to? 180. Can you do 280 plus 80 and see what you get? 360. Does that make sense for the outside of a circle and for a linear straight line? Yes? Okay. What do you notice about these angles?
They double.
Okay, 40 times 2 is 80, and 140 times 2 is 280. Okay. Does it work the same as a central angle or an inscribed angle? Inscribed, because centrals are equal and these are not equal. Does that make sense? Yes? Okay. So today's lesson is going to work very much like yesterday's lesson. So let's do an example. Number 1. What is the measure of each arc? What is the measure of each arc? I'm going to put here blank and blank. And I'm going to have you draw a circle.
Those are.
It's okay. You heard me?
Tips for drawing a circle? Because my circles are always like oval. They don't even.
No tips. Practice.
Do you rush?
All right, guys.
Yeah, do you rush?
Okay, so draw your circle. Everyone have it? Your tangent lines don't have to be horizontal. They can be, as long as they only touch one point. So I'm going to put my point there. and draw my tangent line. Does everybody see the tangent line that was drawn? Do we all agree it's tangent and not a chord?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to now draw a chord from that tangent, that point that the tangent line touched the circle. I'm going to draw a chord out that way. Okay. And I'm going to give to you that this angle here is 115 degrees.
Ooh, good one.
Now, I asked you to find the measure of each arc. Do you guys see there's two arcs on this circle? The major arc, and then this one would be a minor arc. Okay.
Wait, what?
There's two arcs. There's the bigger one on this side, and then the smaller one on the other side.
Which one's major?
The major one would be the bigger one. Okay. All right, so it didn't ask in any particular order, so let's find the major first. What's the length of this arc here? What is it? Can you tell us how you got that? 115 times 2 is 230. Do you guys all agree with him? Okay, there's more than one right way to find the answer for the smaller arc. Does anyone have any suggestions? Yes. 360 minus 230, and what does that come out to be?
130.
Okay, does anyone have another way to do it? Yes, sorry.
180 minus 115.
Okay, 180 minus that 115, and what does that come out to be? And then what do you do with the 65?
Put it in.
Double it, and it's 130.
Oh.
Does it matter which method you use? Now, there were like two other hands up. Would you guys agree on the method? Halvid, was it the same way?
Yeah, I was on that.
Okay. Okay, next one. Any questions on that one before we do the next one?
No.
Okay. Number 2, find x. X equals blank. Okay, draw your circle. Draw your circle. And this time I'm drawing my tangent line here at that dot. Yeah. Okay. Okay, everyone have their tangent line? And from this same dot where the tangent line touched my circle, I'm going to draw a chord over there. And I'm going to call this angle X. And I'm going to give you that this is 260. The 260, is that the bigger arc or the smaller arc?
That's the big one.
The bigger, the major. All right, guys. I need a volunteer explain how to find X. Yes.
First of all, if you guys subtract 260 from 360.
Okay, he said first of all, subtract to get the smaller is what he said. And what does that give you when you subtract? Okay, so was this 100 given, or did he just find that? Okay, and then do you have the next step?
Well, I was going to say a different way.
Okay, hold on to your different way. Just a second. Can anybody, Jaden gave me the first step, but what would we do after that? I'm going to call in someone else. Yes. Cut 100 in half, and what does that give you? What is it? 50. Good.
Said X.
He said X equals.
No, he said, what does that give you? He said X.
Oh, I get it. Okay. Christian, give me your method.
I was just going to divide 260 by 2.
Uh-huh. And what does that give you?
130.
Okay.
Let me. And then subtract 130 from 180, and that'll give you X.
And do we get the same answer?
Yeah, you get 50.
Perfect. So 2 different methods on how to find it. Does that make sense on either way that you use?
I've been doing this problem now.
Okay. Number 3. Also find X. Okay. Draw your circle. Tangent line. And this point where my tangent line touched the circle, I'm going to draw a chord. And I'm going to call this inner piece the angle 8x plus 6. degrees. So if it looks funny, it could be because of the parentheses. 8x plus 6. And then the measure of the arc is 18x minus 4. The measure of the arc is 18x. Good question. I'll take that suggestion in just a second. No?
They're like either kind one or double one.
Okay.
Yeah, you good.
Isaac, do you have a question? Hurry, please. All right, guys. Now, the question was, do we set them equal? So I'm not going to set them equal, but I'm going to at least write them next to each other. 8x plus 6 and 18x minus 4. Knowing what we know about inscribed angles, oh, wrong button. Are they equal, yes or no?
No.
Okay. There is more than one right way to do this. Yes.
Multiply the first equation by 2.
Okay. He said take this one here, the 8x plus 6, and double it. Would that work? Because that's the angle we double. What's another way?
Or divide 18x by 2.
They said take the outer one, the 18x minus 4, and divide it by 2. Would that work?
That's what I did.
Yes. I'm going to have you guys try it. Yes.
Would the equation be 8x, like, when you do it, would it be 8x plus 6 plus 9x minus
Equals.
2 equals 180?
No. They just equal each
Oh,
other.
they equal, okay.
Yeah, because it's inscribed. Okay, so
Oh, it is.
I'm gonna do the double. I'm gonna ask that some of you guys do the cut in half, and let's see if we end up with the same answer.
I don't know how to cut in half.
Then you're gonna want to work with the double. If you don't like working with the fraction, work with the double. Okay, what do I do here?
Wait, you're multiplying? Okay.
Okay.
So 8 times 2 is 16.
So 16x,
Yeah. And then 2 times 6 is 12.
okay, equals 18x minus 4.
And then you subtract 16x from 18.
Halva, are you working this out with us?
Yeah.
Okay, so subtract the 16x to the other side.
You get 2x minus 4 equals 12.
Okay, so let me write that down. He said 12 equals 2x minus 4. Keep going.
Add 4 to the 12.
Add 4 to the other side. And that's what, 16 equals?
I got it.
2x. And then divide that by 2.
Okay, 16 equals 2x. Divide, and you got what?
8.
Anyone else get 8?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, did anybody use the cut in half method and got 8?
Yeah.
All right, so you can see there's different ways to work it out, but in the end there's one right answer, and that's 8. Questions?
Not two.
Hey. Questions? All right, packets out, please. And I want you guys working for the next few minutes. Worksheet 3. Yes. Guys, number 2, they're asking you for the 2 arcs, the major arc and the minor arc.